Our newspaper started in December 2, 1991. So that's 3 decades ago. It was started by my parents, Rainier, Sison, and Lainida Sison. Before we got into printing, we printed other newspapers. So most of the newspapers existing now were printed in our factory. After years of experience in printing other newspapers, my parents finally decided to print their own. And during this time, there wasn't any internet then. Hi, I'm Ryan Sison and I'm the publisher of Bulgar newspaper. It's a nationwide tabloid that has been in existence for 30 years. Yeah, so we established it December 2, 1991, and we're actually celebrating our 30th anniversary this coming week. After graduating from college, I went straight to work. My mother, Leonida, took me under her wing a few years. After that, she promoted me to publisher. And that's when I took over the entire business, managing not just the editorial, but all the other departments as well. Bulgar means to expose. Ibulgar mo. The idea came from our advocacy to expose the mga katiwalian ng ating lipunan. Our newspaper's name is Bulgar, Boses ng Pinoy, Mata ng Bayan. Our newspaper is for the people, by the people. Although it's a tabloid, most people when they hear tabloid, it's fake news, it's not reliable. What most people don't know, tabloid and broadsheet is just the size of the newspaper. The tabloid caters to it's a form of newspaper na easier to digest, cheaper, and faster. It's lighter. Yun lang naman yun. Broadsheet naman syempre, bigger size of paper in English. With our newspaper, kahit na tabloid, reliable yan for sure. I mean, we wouldn't be this long in the industry if we were printing fake news. Our newspaper is solely printed in our factory in Quezon Avenue, which has always been there ever since we printed newspapers then. We print everything in our office and we have one distribution point where all our dealers pick it up. Sila nang bahala dun. That's how other newspapers do it too. Unless they have satellites in far away provinces like Cebu. When I came back to the family business, I mean, it's like riding a bike. Of course, it's fulfilling to, of course, help the family and our staff and employees. Most of our staff and employees kasi have been there for the longest time. Some of them have been there since I was a kid. The next generation is also working for us. So I think it's also one of my responsibilities to continue that legacy. Yeah, and for many years to come, I need to continue that legacy. My cars are heavily influenced by my collections of pop culture. So most of the cars that I've gotten in the past years, I started collecting cars when I was early 20s. I think I got my first car in 2006. One of the reasons why I love Aston Martin in my supercar collecting career, if you will, I've had Ferraris, Lamborghinis, most of the car brands, Porsches. I love them all, don't get me wrong. I don't discriminate cars, I appreciate every single brand. But Aston Martin stands out to me because, for one, the automobile history behind it. It's not just because of James Bond. It's a reliable car. It's an underrated supercar, to be honest. it's unfortunate that it's not getting the attention it's supposed to get. It's a beautiful car all around. There's no bad angles in the DB9. I'm happy that I got the last DB9. Diba? It's the last of its breed. It's a naturally aspirated V12. I mean, it's not as fast as its sisters, but it gets the job done, and in style and in class. It doesn't show off, it's not boastful. It's elegance on wheels. And you can actually drive it like long distances. I mean, it's what it's for. It's a GT car. The moment I got it, I drove it all the way to Pagudpud and back. And I did it again just recently. I put miles on that car, and wala pang naging problem for me. There are many factors in my life that inspires me, that gets me up in the morning every day. So what makes me driven? Well, for one, the legacy that I mentioned. I want to continue that legacy and take it to different heights to make my family proud. When I say family, it's not just my parents or my children. It's also my staff and employees who I consider my family. That keeps me driven in life. I can't be selfish. I can't look inwards lang. Another reason that I'm driven is because I'm hungry for more. And I don't think I'll ever be full from one achievement to another. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. I just want to keep learning and growing. And that keeps me driven on a daily. With achievements and growth, it comes with failures, and a lot of people would attest to that I've stumbled so many times in my life. And when you hit rock bottom, there's no other place to go but up. Of course, you will have some time to stew in that filth that you made, but ultimately, you wouldn't want to stay there. There were times when I was younger, actually even in my adult life, that I failed. There were times that I thought I couldn't get out of that hole anymore. But there's always hope. There is always hope. God will always provide. And always remember to count your blessings. It doesn't mean when you have one bad day, it's a bad life already. And that's how I see it. I just keep pushing forward. I would pull myself back up. You don't wait for people to help you. You help yourself. Yeah. And I think, that is how you learn. It's okay to fail. I think that's the best teacher.